Hi everyone, Frederick here at Simple System Trading. Today's video is a quick video on the VWAP study bundle. There's 4 studies in the VWAP study bundle. They're both in the VWAP bundle and also in the all-in-one bundle. All-in-one has them all, as you can see, quite a list, including the other trader study. The VWAP bundle here, 4 studies. I will go through them all. The new one is the anchor study, which I will do last. So I loaded them in the chart here. They're all hidden, so we can walk through them one by one. The VWAP of today's session is pretty straightforward. It shows the VWAP on a dedicated session start and stop time. The VWAP is visible, and the bands you have to select if you want to show the bands. The bands is basically a standard deviation away from the VWAP. And this is the multiplier, so 0.5 means that top band is half a standard deviation away from the VWAP as well as the bottom band. And the second one is twice as much, so there will be 1 standard deviation, etc. You can choose to set to show them, and you'll have to identify the draw style you want with the line style, and that will show the today's session here from 9 till 4 and yesterday as well. So every session is basically shown. And we also have, so let's hide this, the VWAP based on today's session high and low. So there will be anchored on the selected high or the low of the day in that session. So again, let's show some bands here as well. And oh, I have to unhide it. There you go. You see it anchored at today's high, and it's running through, right? So that's only based on today's session and nothing more. And it basically will look for a new high in the session period. So right now it's continuing based on that high at 11 o'clock. It will not start looking for a new high until we are in that new bracket again. So in between 9 and 1600 in this case, it will look for a new high and anchor there. Obviously you can load a second study and anchor it on the low, and that will show you that it basically has a VWAP based on this low here. You can do the same thing for yesterday, so that will look at yesterday's session and extend the VWAP based on the high or low of that day. So that will look something like this, where you will see that from yesterday's session between 9 and 4 there was this was the high, and it will extend that VWAP all the way to here. You see there's a little overlap here because there was a new high in basically yesterday's session, because right now the session is past. So the yesterday's session was actually today at 11 o'clock high, and we have that new continuous VWAP. We have a little overlap, just show the continuation from even a day before that. And that stops right here at the stop time of the day. So that's the VWAP anchored on yesterday. And then a new study, it's the anchor study. It has a few options. We have the multiplier that's used for the standard deviation as well as for the MPD lines. And the MPD is the maximum permissible deviation lines, and they are all the way below here. And they're basically based on the daily range of that time. I will show you. What you can also do here is enter a short name for the study. So let's call that anchor VWAP. And what it does, it's basically providing you with an option to right-click in the window and select anchor VWAP with a left click, and the bar where you add right there will be the anchor for the VWAP. And the thing you can do as well is with a right click you can hide that instantly. So if you don't want to look at it, you can hide it. And if you want to have a new position, you just click it again. So we'll anchor and we'll keep it anchored at that exact location. So apart from the standard deviation lines, we also have MPD lines. And I will show the lines here. You can select your own style and color, obviously. And what it will do, it will keep track of the range from that point on and show you the basically one side of the daily range from the VWAP. So you have the VWAP level here, and we have a factor of 1, so that's the full range is from the bottom to the top. So half the range is from the VWAP up and from the VWAP down. So you have a gauge for your daily ranges from that anchor till the end. So the daily range basically runs from here to here, right there. This daily range of 8.5 points is basically the distance between these two lines. So that's a way to keep track of support and resistance lines. It's been introduced recently by Infinity Futures. They have it on their platform, and I added this to the anchor VWAP. So I hope you think this is useful. You can change the anchor VWAP. You can load several of them and give them different names. So say you want to have a duplicate of that one and call it my my low anchor right there, and let's change this one to my high anchor right there, and unhide them. And you can basically have two of them visible. We can here use let's use it here, the low anchor. There you go, and we have the high anchor here. You can give them different colors, obviously, and then you can keep track of them, and you can hide them if you want. So that's basically how it works. The update to the bundle, you can get it from the website. You can also get the all-in-one bundle and get everything you want. And I'll keep you updated. Enjoy the study. Thank you. Bye-bye.